US 1! Yeah! Alright, here we are on the final regular video of US 1. This is Central Southbound, but there will be two more, which will be the Supercuts. So we see US 1's route goes from Fort Kent, Maine to Key West, Florida, but we'll actually be going from Philadelphia to Raleigh, North Carolina. You watch Super Reviews. If you guys aren't subbed, please sub. And when we get to 1,000 subs, we will open up a Discord server. We are at 860. Thank you guys. You guys mean a lot. You guys can request your exit or intersection in the comments again. It is free. So, and US 1 and US 6 this month will be the last time you can request for those. And we have 276 on Monday, so more Philadelphia stuff going on today. Alright. So here are some key dates that you guys want to know, because if you want to put in a request for US 1, Northbound will be on March 20th, and Southbound Supercut will be on March 31st. So you won't be able to get another US 1 request until the All Requests episode, which will probably not be until another couple of years. And also, since I didn't mention this in the US 6 video, the Westbound Supercut will be on March 27th. And if you still want to put in US 6 requests after that, you'll just have to wait a couple of years until I do Eastbound. Alright, outside of those requests, we are good to kick off Southbound Central US 1. So we will begin off I-76 where it gets horribly for Valley Forge. 1 will be signed out for City Avenue. We see here on pull-through City Avenue will be our primary control C, which is a bit of a weird one. But we do get this cool City Ave bridge, so I do like that a lot, showing us a famous street here, I guess, for Philadelphia. And we meet US 30, and I think like we did before, 30 didn't give us any control Cs. Well, it's the famous Lincoln Highway here. We meet 476, jumping ahead to that, where we get Chester and Plymouth meeting, which should absolutely be Allentown and Baltimore. But on that we get Springfield and Lima. Maybe Philadelphia, maybe Oxford from here on out. Outside media, US 1 goes into a freeway here, which is interesting. And we meet the 352 for Gradyville, and it's weird that North has a right turn and the other one has a 90-degree turn. But looking at this interchange, we see it's a weird roundabout going on here. And we cross the Chester Creek. I think this does go down to Chester and eventually the Delaware River. And we meet 322, which also goes to Chester, will now be signed for Kennett Square, which I think is the next sensible choice. See, Kennett Square will be our primary control city as 202, which we'll get to one day. Heads over to Wilmington, Delaware. Here we get this weird sign. It should be like a cool billboard or something, but instead they just like put straight on nothing. And I think this is the reason why Kennett Square was signed, because of this Longwood Gardens. Nice zoo, I guess, to stop at. And I decided to take a picture of the gardens. It looks pretty cool. If there's time in the Supercut, I will have some more pictures of it. But here's our main exit to get to downtown Kennett Square. And it's a weird city name. Now Oxford will be our control city. It's 11 miles away, so we don't have a lot of time, and you know what? It's PA, so why not? And we have Wawa, which is the weirdest gas station name. Why not name it like Buc-ee's? I feel like that would be better here than in Texas. And we meet 41 for Avondale and Chatham. And here's 896. I think this connects to Delaware 896 down to Wilmington, but instead we get New London and Russellville. See, on that, Oxford will still be our primary control city, and we are very well near Oxford at 5 miles away. Here's our main Oxford exit for hour 10. It also goes to this weird city I'm not going to say. See here, Rising Sun will now be our primary control city. And after that we come into Maryland, and yes, it is the Rising Sun city. And that, wow, Baltimore and Philadelphia, wow, Maryland, they signed both of them. But instead of I-95, they do it on US 1. See, we're meeting US 222 for Lancaster, and unfortunately Baltimore is no longer a control city, it's Bel Air now. And we are crossing this weird bridge over the Susquehanna River. I did talk about this in the Northbound video.
On the bridge.
And we get this weird ballpark restaurant. Wonder if that's where you watch the Red Sox and Yankees fans hate on each other. And we meet Maryland 24. This is on it. We get Edgewood and Baltimore. So no more Bel Air. But we are at the Bel Air split, where 24 goes downtown. One will still go to Baltimore. And we go down a steep grade, so this is surprising for Maryland near the Baltimore area. Here we do meet Maryland 43, a weird one since it's a substandard road, but it does go to 695 West. Speaking of 695 on it, we get Overlee as the control city. That's a weird suburb. Here we are approaching the Baltimore area, and wow, Caliber Collision Center. That is a weird store name. Man, we are turning right here, so we're not going to go directly downtown. We're just going to turn right here. Here we get a look of Baltimore. I think we'll still be going straight here. Here we do turn left, and we will turn right now here on North Avenue in downtown. We do have a direct interchange with I-83, but it's signed for nothing. It should be Harrisburg or Syracuse even. One will turn left and we'll head to a weird spot. Kind of looks like Breezewood. We meet US 40 here. East and West 40. Why are we just getting nothing from US 40? Ah, the worst road in world history. The 170. Which is built just to destroy homes. One will turn right after that disastrous US 40 freeway that just took down houses for nothing. 695 North, we assigned for 1000, and one will still be going straight. On 695, one will now be signed for Southwestern Boulevard. That's a weird control city choice. Here we go under I-95. First time in a while, I think, since the Newark area. And we meet 195, which goes to Catonsville, and it also goes to Baltimore Airport. I might show that in the Supercut. On 195, we get exit 1 for US 1. That's pretty cool. Washington Boulevard. And on the 100, we get Elk Ridge and Laurel. So those are, I believe, sensible choices for US 1. We meet 32 for Columbia and Fort Meade, which is weird. We're in the Laurel area, and we have this weird roundabout here. We meet 200, like I think I said, Northbound. It goes up to 370, and then to 270, and then to 70. And we meet the Capitol Loop, Richmond, Silver Spring, Baltimore here. Well, it's weird if you were to go all the way down here and back to Baltimore. College Park will now be our next destination, in Laurel, where we just came from, in IKEA. That's what it's like in Avon, Mass. And here's College Park. It looks like there's a band camp going on here or something like that. And we are coming into DC here, and unfortunately there's no welcome to DC sign or something. Here we are in the prime
Washington!
area, and yes, Jane Daniels, I'm still mad at you for taking out the lines. Here we cross over, I believe, Rhode Island Avenue, and it's cool of this weird Texas bridge situation. And we will be turning left here, I believe, to join up with US 29. I'll show a close picture of it. But before I show that, here's some more DC apartment kind of ish. And here's more closer urban DC. I think to the left is the National Archives Museum. And here's the Washington Monument. The only time I'm going to show it, because when I was in DC, I saw it like 3 billion times. We'll be joining up with 395 for a little bit just to cross the Potomac River. And on the Potomac River, everyone was really hyped up and liked to talk about this DC plane crash here that happened a couple months ago. We do get a cool welcome to Virginia sign, so that's a cool makeup from DC. No, I have a welcome sign. And we are going by the Pentagon City Mall. Looks like there's a lot of construction here. That's 0B for Little Trend in Virginia. And here's the exit to get to that plane crash airport with the Highway 233. Our next city that we go in is Alexandria, which is a huge DC suburb in Virginia. We meet the Capitol Loop again. I'm not going to show more of it because I showed it in the 495 and 1 video. Fort Boulevard is where we're going next. And just what you want to see. A nice old hibachi. Like to go there sometime. Here we are in Mount Vernon. I think around here is where George Washington mansion is. We are coming up to a 995 junction, Woodbridge for north for some reason. Well, I think that's for 1 south. See, it's a little weird here. And they should have a sign earlier instead of you telling now just to do what this truck did. And we are in some weird thing going on here. I'll show it here. See, dumb fries. We got some dumb fries. And we got a weird lane configuration here. Here we got military museum. Just what you want to see. I might show a picture of it inside in the Supercut. We have a number 95 junction. I think this is in the Stafford area. Where we get Washington for north. Not gonna do the Joe Buck thing. Crossing the Rappahannock River, so no more north. We're in the southern last part of US 1. And we are turning right here to join with to keep on US 1 in Fredericksburg. We're also on bypass 17 going on here by US 17. Might get to that one. We have a number 95 junction just south of Fredericksburg. And between it will be what you expect to see between Richmond and Washington. And Spotsylvania is going to be our control city south of here. I don't think there's a lot of people down there, but okay. Here we have more construction in the Spotsylvania area. So that's what you expect to see for Virginia. And I took a thumbnail of this in the Northbound Central video. But they go in Southbound Central, they literally just took a picture of this not that long ago. And here's the Fox Cave or something like that. There's no sign of a fox there. We meet the Richmond Loop, which I will get to one day. And it goes to I-64, Norfolk, and Rocky Mount, which should be Jacksonville. Here we get 1 South Richmond, just south of that nice pull through going on there, as there's no mild signs in this video. We have number 95 junction for the trend. We only have a direct junction with Southbound 95. We will turn right here, and we will be going downtown to join with US 301. Then we meet 95 and 64, Petersburg, Norfolk. Good Jacksonville or Atlanta will do really well here. And here's downtown Richmond. I showed some pictures of it northbound, so I won't southbound. We cross the James River, and wow, the James River is not doing well with its river color. They should take care of that water. And we do have an unsigned US 60 junction here. And that is not good. I might do eastbound since Todd's doing westbound. And on this 895 road, we get Richmond and Petersburg and Route 1. What a burger I had. That burger tasted really good. You should check out these people. And on the Richmond Beltway, we just get Route 1. I showed this northbound. It's ridiculous. And we are in the prime neighborhood road. And come on, Virginia. You're not Massachusetts where you just put a 4-lane road in the middle of nowhere. We cross the Appomattox River. The Golgi apparatus was probably in there. And we will still be going straight. We are in this general Petersburg area here. We are crossing over I-85, and it looks like I-85 is going through a little jungle here, which is a little weird. And on it, we just get 1 south for nothing. So I don't know how I feel about that. And we're in the middle of nowhere where I just found this random church. This is where the 460 split is. Here we get the city at 9, Southfield 49, Raleigh 126. Perfectly done here, which should be on 85. And we get a little highway for south, our direction. Basically nothing for northbound. We meet I-85, which is signed for South Hill, which should be Raleigh. It actually was in Atlanta, but they don't want that anymore. But on I-85, 1 is signed for South Hill, which is what should be on signed on, not I-85. And here's a look at downtown South Hill. It's probably most urban cities south of Petersburg and north of Raleigh. And we meet US 58. Well, we can curve it for a short moment here. We're on a weird highway going on here, as US 58 generally is throughout its entire run. We will turn left to Raleigh as US 58 will continue straight for Boynton and Clarksville. And US 1 goes from some nice I did say in the correct spot though. And we get a bizarre North Carolina welcome sign. Really, North Carolina, that's really what you're gonna do? You already done bad enough. And we are still on these roads as we're going through the woods of northern North Carolina. And we're going down more of these, and I can play this song because we are not in Virginia, and certainly not in the Shenandoah area. And we are parallel to I-85 as we're heading down towards Henderson here. And I decided to show it from the I-85 ramp where we split US 1 south of Raleigh. 85 should really be Greensboro, Atlanta. And on mileage signs, rare for us to see these, we get Frank 17, Raleigh 44. And North Carolina, we'll do the Florida or Colorado or Texas thing, as every state is wanting to do. We're entering Wake Forest, which is a city that we go into before we get to Raleigh. We see Henderson is for North 98 West Durham, 1 South Raleigh. We're almost there. And we meet 540, which is signed West for Durham. And the sun, of course, as always, is ruining our view. We head on 540, we get 1 North Wake Forest, 1 South Raleigh. And we are near North Carolina's Evil City. We are being concurrent with 440 West for Sanford, which is 4 US 1, 4 East Rocky Mount. 401 will go downtown. And also I will go downtown is US 70, right here, specifically eastbound 70. And on US 70, we get 440 West Sanford and 2 eastbound I-40. We meet I-40 West for Durham and Eastford, of course. Alright, that'll do it today. And for all of US 1, except for the Supercuts, let's do a round of way it should be. Alright, so I go Media, Kennett Square, Oxford, Bel Air, Honeygo, Baltimore, Arbutus, Oak Ridge, Laurel, College Park, Washington, Arlington, Alexandria, Mount Vernon, Woodbridge, Stafford, Fredericksburg, Ashland, Richmond, Chester, Petersburg, McKinney, South Carroll, Norlena, Henderson, Raleigh, and of course, South Petersburg. And when we were 595 and 985, you should sign the smaller cities. And Dreamwise Control Cities, why not do that? It's a really short run. And it's just Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, Petersburg, and Raleigh. Just simple there. Just a friendly reminder again, the Northbound Supercut for US 1 will be on March 20th and Southbound on the 31st. Alright, we got 276 and more Philadelphia and of course Pennsylvania stuff on Monday.